Okay. It is Crypto Faceless. I remain faceless. I remain nameless. Back at it again, guys. Give me a like on the way in. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you waiting on. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm bringing you gems, bringing you new narratives, new coins, updates consistently. And now we are at $50,000. BTC just hit $50,000. We're sitting above 49K. Lovely. Everything's looking lovely. Give yourself a pat on the back. Congratulations if you've been in this market, if you've been buying up, if you've been putting money in this market for the past 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months since we started the channel. We've been betting on the fact that we're going to see a bull market, right? And we're seeing that right now. Anyway, today I got a Zen video update on Xen X1. We got more information from Jack. But first, of course, let's get into the wider market. Like I said, BTC, 50K. I've been saying, we want to see a clear breakout above 49K. And that's what we got. We got a clear breakout. I think we went as high as 50,200, 300, something like that. Last time I checked, we did break back down to the 49 something. But then, I just checked and it went back up to 50. So that's a clear breakout to me. We want to basically keep, this range, right? We want to stay in the 50s. We don't want to break back into the 40s. But if we can stay above 50 and stay in the 50s, we're not going to be in the 50s for too long. I've been saying that. The past few videos. We're not going to be at this 50K level in the 50,000s for a long time because there is literally no resistance left. There's no resistance until all-time highs, guys. There's literally no resistance until all-time highs. So anyway, everything is up. Altcoins are up. BTC went up, took the altcoins with it. We got G Swift, one of the best plays on the channel, 63 cents. It was just 53 yesterday. Now it's 63. All right, up 15% on the day. Post Chain, Post X up, Beam up 13% today. Shrapnel up 15%, and the rest of the portfolio pretty much up. Right, sure it's up for a lot of you guys as well. And like I said, we're not gonna be in the 50Ks for a long period of time. So what I'm looking at right now is that we hold the 50K level. We don't break back down into the 40Ks. And I don't think if we do that, I don't think we're gonna be in the 40Ks for even a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks maximum, maybe a month. We're gonna be in the 60Ks. That's the way I see it. That's why I see it, because we don't have any resistance. Anyway, let's get into Zen. All right, let's get into Zen. I know everything's getting euphoric, and like I said, when things get euphoric around the halving times, I won't say euphoric, a little bit more euphoria, but we're not in the euphoric times. That's later on in the cycle, Q3, Q4, end of the year, Q1 2025. That's euphoric times. Right now, this is not euphoria. We're just in early, right? We're just in early. But yeah, so I told you around the halving times, we're going to see all of the projects drop. You're going to see all of the information about all the new things they got going on, the partnerships, the new products, the new whatever they got going on, right? And that's what we're seeing right now, especially with Jack Levin and X1, all right? So we're getting updates consistently every single week. It seems like every single day now we're getting updates when it comes to XN and X1. All right, so Jack posted yesterday. He said XN short update with more details to come. All right, he basically just lists off all of the different ways that you're going to be able to get an XN allocation. Right, number one, moon parties. We talked about this before. Okay, moon parties are 30-day auctions where you get to compete with Zen burn records for XN allocation. So we spoke about this before. It's going to be a credit system. Anytime that you've burnt Zen in the past, or if you choose to burn Zen in the future, it's going to be accounted or accredited to your account. Whatever wallet you use to actually burn that Zen, that's your account, right? You can actually take that, your wallet address and check. It's going to be public, or you can check it in the system and see how much burn credit you actually have, right? And if you're going to be able to use those burn credits during the auctions, you might use some today, some tomorrow, some the next day of the auction. It's up to you, all right? And every time you use it, your burn record credit is going to decrease. And if you happen to burn more Zen, your burn record your credit will increase, right? It's a credit system. So that's very interesting. And we got some details about that. The second way you're going to be able to get an allocation in Zen is the Zen FTs. We spoke about this before previously. The different classes, of course, you know that, or maybe you don't know. If you ever minted Zen FTs, there are different classes of Zen FTs you could actually mint, right? According to the different classes, you're going to be able to get an amplification in the same auction for the original Zen burn records plus Zen yield at maturity. So it's the same auction as the 30-day moon party auction, right? It's not something different. It's all the same, right? But you're going to be able to burn your or to use your Zen FTs, which is good. I mean, also it's going to be Zen yield at maturity. So the way Zen FTs work is basically you mint the Zen FT, and then for a certain amount of time, let's say 300 days or 400 days or whatever, and then it tells you exactly how much Zen you're going to get when that Zen FT matures, the last day where you actually can claim that Zen FT. That's called the Zen at maturity. You're going to get the Zen at maturity, which is bullish, of course. Like, you're going to get your whole amount of Zen, even if the Zen FT hasn't reached its maturity yet. You're going to get the Zen at maturity when it comes to calculating how much XN you get. So that's bullish, right? That's bullish. That was the second way. The third way that you can actually get XN, and maybe this was spoken about in previously, I don't remember it, but it's called the native token. The native token, in parentheses, he put ETH. So I think ETH is being used as an example here, but maybe you can use other native tokens as well. I'm not actually sure about that. But it says native coin, in parentheses, ETH, to be used as a buy and burn, to buy and burn Zen with amplification in the same auction. So you're going to be able to use a native coin like ETH, for example, and then it will be used to buy and burn Zen, and then you can get XN like that. Okay. It says with amplification. I'm not exactly sure about the details about how much this amplification is. It does say that he's going to have to come out with more details later on. And I think it's best if he come out with a live stream actually to really explain all of this stuff, because really we're just getting nuggets. Really, we're not getting real full explanations about what's going on and how this thing is really going to work, and when it comes to the Zen FTs and the auctions and all of these different ways to actually get XN. We need more detail, right? So I'm waiting on him to come out with a live stream for that. The fourth way to get XN is through ETH liquidity or liquid staking. ETH liquid staking. All right. So if you're not familiar with liquid staking, something like Lido, it's going to be very similar to Lido, which is another cryptocurrency which does like ETH liquid staking, right? If you're not familiar with liquid staking, you can just quickly look it up. It's not hard to understand. Basically, traditional liquid staking or traditional staking, you put your money and you stake it, and you don't have access to that money anymore. You put your coin, you staked it, and you're kind of like, you don't have access to the money. But when it comes to liquid staking, it's a bit different. You stake your coins, but you're also given a liquid staking token. In this case, it would be XETH. In this system, right? You'll get XETH, and then you could do whatever you want with that, with DeFi and things like that. But you'll also get XN yield. So you get ETH yield and XN yield, right? So that's liquid staking. If you're into that, then you can, it's not really not my thing, but some of you guys, I'm sure you guys are gonna be into that. And the last way you can get XN allocation, it says additionally, all related Zen multiverse tokens such as VAMPX or VMPX, I call it VAMPX, and other launched by Fair Crypto Foundation will participate with appropriate amplifiers. So basically, any token, any Zen token that you've ever been a part of is going to be, you're going to be able to use that to get XN, right? With amplifiers, I'm not sure exactly, what are the percentages, what are the amplifiers exactly, but of course we're going to have to wait for those details. Now, if this sounds confusing to you, that's fine, because there is a diagram, okay? If you look at the diagram, maybe I'll post it on the screen. Pictures make everything clear, right? So you got XN in the middle, and then you have all these different ways to get into XN or to get an allocation into XN, right? From the top, you have Zen EVM assets burn record. That's your burn record. That's like everything from DB Zen to any Zen project, Zen Doge, if you weren't for that. I don't know what happened to that thing. But yeah, any Zen, project, that's your burn record, right? You can get XN for that. If you go to the right side of the diagram, you see Zen FTs, and then you see the different types of Zen FTs you could have gotten. You got the collector, the Apex, the limited edition, and Zen stakes as well can be used to get XN. If you go to the bottom, right, the bottom of the diagram on the right side, you'll see XNM stake. That is Zenium. So if you don't know, basically X1 is going to be a hybrid blockchain, proof of work and proof of stake. So on the proof of work side, you have guys that are mining Zen blocks, right? That's not really my thing, but I know a lot of you guys are mining Zen blocks as well in the Zen community. And the people who are mining these Zen blocks, they get issued Zenium, okay? XNM, right? If you stake your Zenium, you're going to be able to get XN, right? That's another way to get XN. And then to the left of that, you have the Bitcoin assets. The Bitcoin assets, I'm assuming this means like the Vampex, the ordinal version on the Bitcoin side, because there are two types of Vampex. There's the Bitcoin one, ordinals, and then there's the Ethereum Vampex. So I'm assuming it means like the ordinals when it says Bitcoin assets. I could be wrong. There was Vampex, VMPX. There was also Buffy and another one, I forget. But yeah, those are the Bitcoin assets. In my opinion, I could be wrong. That's just the way it reads to me. Of course, we need more explanation from Jack later on. Like I said, maybe a live stream will be good, right? Uh, and then on the left side of the diagram, you see the native coin. That's where Jack's he put in parentheses ETH. But you don't see ETH right here, so maybe it could be any native coin. I'm not exactly sure. But if we use ETH as an example, you could do two things. You could do a buy and burn at the top. You see buy and burn with the native coin. So you can use ETH to buy and burn Zen, and then you get XN. Or towards the bottom, you see the liquid staking. You can use ETH to liquid stake that ETH, and then you get the XETH liquidity token or liquid staking token. And then you're going to get ETH rewards or ETH yield, and you're going to get XN yield as well. So it's a lot. It is complicating. Like I said, Jack is probably going to have a live stream and really explain all of this stuff to the community. This is Crypto Faces. I'm not going to explain the tech. I'm not going to go that deep. I'm not going to lie. I'm just here to give you the information that I see online. I'm reporting the same information that you guys got, really, to be honest. Anyway, this is bullish for the price of Zen. Why? Because things are happening, guys. Things are actually happening right now. We have, a lot of information about the distribution of XN, and which means X1 is coming, right? That's what it means. If you think X1 is not coming, if you're still in disbelief, you're probably one of the people that were in disbelief that BTC would ever go back to 50K. You're probably one of those guys, right? You're probably one of the guys that was saying we're not going to see another bull run. All of this is like whatever. The market, the data dashes, the capos on Twitter, the guys that we've been combating on this channel since the beginning. And now look, we're at 50K. Congratulations, guys. Pat yourself on the back. We're just getting started. It is literally only pre-halving, right? We're still a month out from the halving, a month or more. And yeah, man, 1,000x for Zen, my opinion. But of course, you sell along the way. You don't wait for 1,000x, guys. You dollar cost average out of your positions. Anyway, it's Crypto Faceless. I remain faceless. I remain nameless. Go ahead, give me a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button all, and have a nice day, guys.